Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. We have a top 25 clash between two of the best teams in the sport, and both hoping to enhance their postseason resume. As we'll see the number 21 team in the country, the Liberty Flames, taking on the 5th-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Will kick it away to start us off. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Can they catch him? He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State!
And you cannot start this game any better than to take the opening kickoff all the way to the house. How about the speed by the return man? Once he got in the open field, that dude was gone. This place is going crazy.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a return that one was. 95 yards. He took it back for 6. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The fans are ready for this one. The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Looking for space. It's Lucas. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart. He's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it started, but you're also paid to do a job, and you're paid by the other side. And right now, you want to go win, and you want to beat this squad because you're competitive, so it's got to be kind of bittersweet.
The completion well past the sticks. That's where they'll mark him. A very productive play and a 1st down.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the 1st down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Oh, he makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
Got the back over the middle. Oh, what a cut! Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They run the reverse. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Big loss on the last play. Threatens to knock this drive off course. It's 2nd and 16. Trying to get to him. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick. So the opening drive of the game, and you spin it up. That's not the way to get things started.
Coaches are always preaching about not committing penalties and winning the turnover battle. So you're able to go on this first drive, and you're doing a couple positive things, and then turn it over, not the start this offense wanted.
The offense set for a first down play. They'll start this drive with a pass. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. It's complete. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
And that's why this guy's a complete running back. He's good between the tackles, he can pass block, but he can also run routes. And we're not just talking about screens or swing routes. This guy gets vertical down the field, and he can run the route tree.
One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. Handoff to the lone back. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. And the Nittany Lions took those plain headgears, got their blocks, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, and those headgears are a staple, aren't they, of college football? I know exactly what you're talking about, those beautiful helmets. They don't change very much, very traditional. Penn State keeps it simple. Being traditional, running the football.
To the air, it's Aller. Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they are going to be gassed.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the 1st quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Motion from the offense. Caught behind the line. It's Smith. And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain.
Defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or some safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and they corral the ball, so they avoid the turnover, but man, did they lose a chunk of yardage. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Gonna take a shot. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. He wants it all. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Liberty.
And a really nice job understanding I got to get to that gap where there's a little bit of open space in the middle of the field when I run that post route. QB lays it out for him, and he catches it, gets 2 feet in bounds, in the end zone, touchdown.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of bounce, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Offense gets set for second down. They want to run it left here. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
That incompletion leads to second down and 10. Hands it off. Got room at the 35. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. Coming after it. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. They get him on the ground. Didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
On the run, it's Singleton. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
It's first down from the 11. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Touchdown, Penn State! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Purdue is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Bob Greasy, this might not be over just yet. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Jacksonville State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Liberty takes over and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Had to throw it before he wanted. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. He lobs one high down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now 2nd down. They'll try the right side. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Flames. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Here's the return from inside his 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you've got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result,
He'll off one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised at this offense.
And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Salter. Slings it downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
it's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The back goes in motion. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. And the Flames will hustle to the line. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Liberty!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. And he broke 1 tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on 1st down, make that 2nd down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. On the move. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the 1st down.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the 1st down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that 1st down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, it's a nice run there to keep the drive going, get the first down. I'll tell you guys, I'm impressed so far by this offense and their ability to run it early.
The Nittany Lions come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking downfield, it's Aller. Feeling some heat. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. And that ball is picked off. He'll try to take it back. And the return man just kept finding alleys to run in, and he gets it to the 46-yard line.
I'll tell you, sometimes you get in these snowy, blizzard-like conditions. It's hard even to see the football after it's thrown in the air. Give the defender a lot of credit there, not just for catching it, but also locating the football before getting that interception.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he makes the catch at the 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Braves! And the extra point makes it a 28-21 score. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
It's a reverse. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
Defensively, it's like which one of these guys are the most dangerous? Goodness gracious, you got so many guys that spread you out with speed and wide receivers that you think about taking away the passing game. And then what do? They put him in motion. And he goes across the formation really quickly. They give him the football, and he just so fast chews up yardage. Defensively, there's so many things to be talking about, to be talking through, and then they do stuff like that. It's even more confusing.
They're setting up the screen. Still on his feet at the 45. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Man, that is one this QB is going to wish he had back. That receiver was so wide open. There was nobody even near him, and the quarterback somehow overthrew him.
That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him, so I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Here comes his home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To the air, it's Salter. The throw, just a short pass to the tight end. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
This offense has already converted once on fourth down. Can they do it again? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not work out.
I know the analytics tell me to be aggressive and go for it, but in the second half, in these ball games, the analytics don't work for every single situation. And right now, you've set them up. I just hope this one doesn't come back to bite you right in the hiney.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to him. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time, able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
Got it behind the line. It's Singleton. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
Here comes the option. Quick toss. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. They'll leave the offense out there to try to get it past the marker and pick up the first. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Fires into the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Really nice job by awareness, too, from that guy. He's working the back line of the end zone. It's so easy to step out of bounds there, but he knew where it was, and when he made the catch, he made sure just to get one toe down to secure the TD.
And they did tack on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lee. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Tough way to start this drive. Now they'll try to fix it on 2nd and 15. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's why these guys played defense. If that were an offensive player or receiver, that would have easily have been a catch. Come on, man. You've got to catch that and make that a pick.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Going up top. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. The Flames will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits.
Returner runs out of bounds.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
The offense down to the 25 now, 1st and 10. Pulls it and fires to the left.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff, to take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Here's the handoff. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
The Nittany Lions will snap it on 1st and 10. Right back to the well. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Allen. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see.
Touchdown, Penn State! An epic comeback. They'll talk about this one forever if they can hold on, but they're on top right now. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Corner's going to give them room. To throw, it's Salter. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, picked off. How about that? Making a play and setting up your offense inside the 40 at the 39.
Man, I feel for this quarterback. I've been there before. I mean, you're playing at night. It's super cold. It's going to be hard to execute these passes. That one got away from the QB and he throws a pick.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want it. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
Tough, physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game, running the football.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Penn State, 35. Liberty, 28.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Dropping back, it's Aller. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead, but if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the second half, and I think that's the right decision.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Line getting set on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll turn it loose out to the right.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Well, it's third down. You're getting it to your back in the passing game with the perimeter. You're just hoping he can make a guy miss and use his athleticism and speed, but a way better job tackling that time defensively, now setting up fourth.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Looking for a gap. It's Allen. What a tough-minded, hard-edged run. He gets it to the 24.
That didn't bust for a long one, but now third down becomes very manageable. It's not third in eternity. Now the whole playbook, short passing game, long passing game, all of it's available.
His third down play more than manageable from the 24. Can the defense stand tall? Trying to get the first with the give to the wide receiver. Runs through the tackle. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And what a nice job by the OC. Great job prodding, probing, figuring out what you need to do to get first down. That's all that matters. Third down conversions at the end of the day is a stat that all coaches look at because it has a lot to do with how much success you have offensively or defensively.
Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's second down. The lone back's got it. Works his way ahead for about 3 yards, stopped at the 23. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. The give from the gun. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
He's tackled at the 22. Fourth down coming up.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to NC State. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
When you hear about it all the time in football, go for it, be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
Second and 10 here. Defense dropping into soft coverage. Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Now on second down. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to get behind the defense. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up-and-hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my boot.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And the defense loves being in this type of situation, right? You've got a big lead. It's in the fourth quarter. You know the opponent's going to be throwing the football, so you get your best pass rushers coming off the edge, using that speed, dipping and ripping, getting to the quarterback for another big play.
He's going for the big play. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His third interception. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It doesn't get any better from the defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet. It's getting pretty close.
The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Going to the running game. Hard running there. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is even bigger. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be second down. Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deeper. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Looking for a man. It's Salter. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Quarterback empties his backfield. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it's his 4th interception of the night. Trying to take it back. He goes out of bounds, but he just...